New Year's Eve, 1976. I'm 27 years old, and 3 months earlier, my wife left me. I'm devastated. So my friend Wayne comes to me and he says, we'll go out New Year's Eve. We'll go to a whole bunch of bars. We'll drink a whole bunch of drinks. We'll get messed up. We'll have a great time. So we started out that evening at the Sevens on Charles Street in Boston. And into the evening, we become aware that a young woman has come into the bar, alone, and she's going up to all the strangers, all the couples and the pairs and the groups, and she's introducing herself. She's chatting with them for a while, and then she's moving on. Well, pretty soon she gets her around to Wayne and I, and we got by her a couple of drinks. Now, I have no idea what she looked like. I have no memory of that at all. But I do remember this sort of vivacious energy she had. Well, New Year's Eve comes and goes with the usual fanfare. And she says she feels like going dancing. So we go across town to a disco. And she and Wayne hit the floor together because I just didn't feel like dancing that night. Instead, I go over to the bar and I start buying everybody a round of drinks. Well, it's last call. The lights come up in the bar. And across from me, on the wall, there's a mirror. And I look at myself in the mirror. And I'm wearing these sort of baggy black pants and this ugly brown sweater. And I'm sort of slouched off in this bar chair, almost as though I can't fully commit to being completely on or off the chair. I just look like someone who had given up. But I can't think about this for too long because she hustles out the door and down the street to a gay bar. And this place is packed. And the music is pounding away. And she and Wayne hit the floor again. I go lean against the bar and I'm looking around to see if any of the guys are checking me out. Because I just sort of like the attention. But pretty soon she's got us out of there. And we head down to the Combat Zone, to the Naked Eye. And Wayne by now is asleep on the bar. And she's jamming away with the bartender. And I'm watching the action. But we close that place and then we're across the street in a porno theater. Now Wayne's still asleep. And, well, she and I start making out. But before I know it, we're out on the sidewalk. The sun is coming up. So we head to my place, and Wayne crashes on the couch, and she and I get into bed together. And I make love for the first time in 7 years to a woman other than my wife. And it's absolute heaven. Fall asleep, we make love again, and that night we go out to another disco. Only now, I feel like dancing. I feel invigorated. I feel renewed. I feel like an entirely new person. We danced until 2. Then we took her home. Now, on the way, she and I didn't discuss about seeing each other again because I think we both knew that this was just a one-night stand. As a matter of fact, she has me drop her off at the corner of Arlington and Beacon Street, and she disappears around the corner like a mirage. So we're driving up Beacon Street. We're the only car on the road. There's 2 inches of freshly fallen snow on the ground, and everything's muffled, and you feel like you're floating. I turn on the radio, and Mott the Hoople comes on, singing, "All the young dudes carry the news, do, 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 carry the news." And I know this sounds like a cliche, but at that moment I absolutely felt as though that song was meant for me, because at that moment I felt I had news that I wanted to carry and just tell everybody about. Because I was realizing that even though I'd recently experienced the devastation of the loss of true emotional love, I had also just experienced the redemptive power of physical love, because I knew that I was going to be okay. So Wayne and I start singing along with the song, almost as though we're singing an anthem to this angel who had given me this wonderful gift precisely at the moment that I needed it the most. All the